Hi everybody, welcome to Fast Coasters and welcome to episode 1 of Grand World Park. Now just a disclaimer, you might notice that the mouse isn't lining up exactly with what I'm saying. Because I've had to record this video about 7 times now. It's really annoying. I don't know why it keeps going wrong. The first time it didn't want to upload to the software I'm using. The second time it lagged out, and then the other times it was audio issues. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. So I'm just going to talk over this 4-minute clip. In the future, it's going to be longer. I'm going to do a walk through the park once I figure out all these issues. But for now, or I might just do a time lapse. That's just a lot easier. We'll see. But for now, we're just going to look at the entrance area. Now, let me just tell you what happened. The original park file was deleted by accident. That was my fault. But we have this park now. As you can see, the entrance area here, there is no big parking lot, but for now we just have that bus lot. We have our toilets and services and all that stuff at the front. We have this little area with the patio and gift shop. I'm going to add more scenery there and maybe some fences and stuff. Right there where I'm pointing now is going to be where the Viking area probably is. Our centerpiece here, just with the river behind it that's going to run through most of the park. As we could see here, we have our gift shop, and to our first coaster right there, our soda stand, our pizza stand, and then more food shops over here. Right to the left of that is just another patio area where you can see a nice view of the river and the other themed areas that are going to be across from it. And right here is Avalanche. This is our 2017 Vekoma launch coaster. It's kind of a mix of Lek coaster and a Top Gun model. So as you can see, the start of it is mostly just a mix of both with all the elements. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with it at first, but once all the theming came around it, I was a lot happier with it. Once we come down here, we have our parallelogram flat ride, which I do need a name for. And please stick with the Alpine theme for this one. There's another flat ride in this area, a family flat ride, and then I needed a name for the area itself. So just the name for that parallelogram. Right here is where the Mediterranean area is going to go. I'll talk more about that later. More food stands right here, just a snack stand, and then another patio area just right by the trees. You can relax. Here's our second flat ride, the Tiny Eye flat ride. I need a name suggestion for this, an Alpine name, please. And right here is Frostbite. I'm really happy with Frostbite. It is a 1998 hyper inverted roller coaster. So, as you know, many hyper coasters, none of them are inverts actually. And so this is a really unique one that I did. The first half is the normal B&M formula with the usual, loop, Immelman, 0 Cobra roll. Then I did that big corkscrew, and then it basically turns into Nemesis. So this is basically Nemesis if it was a hyper. So after that, mid-course, it does the corkscrew, which is completely custom, which I really like. Dives down underneath the station. I've since put a little bit of water under there into this really snappy 0G roll right through the loop, through the overbank, and then through this loop. Now, which you can see, it goes through it a little fast. I'd like some of your input on that. I think it works because, Montu goes through it pretty quick as well. But if it's a little too unrealistic, let me know. It turns right around there and comes up. And as it's coming in, the next one's coming through the 0G roll. It does run 3 trains, and it dispatches about every 45 seconds. So yeah, that's our Alpine area. So I need a name for the 2 flat rides and the Alpine area itself. To the left of that, we're probably going to have the Mediterranean area, and then on the other side, probably the Viking area. So far for the Mediterranean area, what I'm thinking is an Intamin Impulse coaster, and then also a Scream and Swing, that's where I'm pointing now. A Scream and Swing right by the river, kind of like Twizzler's Twisted Gravity. Might include some other flats there, but I'm not sure. Might also do a Premier launch coaster, but again, I'm not sure about that one. But the Intamin Impulse and the Scream and Swing are probably most likely going to go there. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for waiting patiently for this episode. Hopefully, episodes will be much more consistent now, and they'll be a lot longer than this.